Hello everyone to lecture 4 of quantitative reasoning. Today we are going to cover some topics of algebra. तो बेसिकली algebra में क्या होता है, एक नंबर्स होते हैं, एक वेरिएबल्स होते हैं और इन दोनों का कॉम्बिनेशन होता है algebra में. तो नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन ये आता है कि algebraic एक्सप्रेशन क्या है. So it is that expression which will have one or more variables. So the next question is how to identify whether an equation is linear or not. Firstly, no two variables in the equation should be multiplied. And secondly, no term in the equation will be raised to the power greater than 1. Then only the equation is linear. Now, we are going to learn how to solve a quadratic equation. So, what is a quadratic equation? An equation involving terms having power greater than 1 is called a quadratic equation. It is of the form ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0, where a, b, c are all real numbers. A की वैल्यू इसमें 0 नहीं हो सकती क्योंकि if it becomes 0 it will become a linear equation. So how do we solve it? The formula to solve a quadratic equation is x is equal to minus b plus or minus root of b square minus 4ac upon 2a. In this way we will get two roots of x. Also, a point to note over here is some equations if we solve we will get only one solution. So it's not necessary that a quadratic equation will always give two solutions. Degree of an equation is equal to the power of the highest degree term of the equation. Now, what are linear inequalities? So, a linear inequality is a term used when any mathematical statement involves one of the following inequality signs: less than, greater than, less than equal to and greater than equal to. There is a slight difference between the terms inequality and equation. In an equation, the value on the left side is exactly equal to the value on the right side. Whereas, in case of an inequality, the value on the left hand side differs from the value on the right hand side depending upon the inequality sign used. Next topic is functions. So what is a function? A function is defined as a machine which when given an input produces a corresponding output. It is defined by f, g, h, etc. An example of a function is f of x is equal to x square plus 5. In this, f of x is the value of the function f at point x. In a function, one input gives only one output, but more than one input can give the same output. When the domain of a function is not specified, it means that the domain of the function is a set of all values of a variable for which f of x is a real number. Interest. Interest can be either simple interest or compound interest. If the interest which is charged is only on the actual amount for the entire period, then it is said to be simple interest. The amount on which the interest is charged is known as the principal amount. If P is the principal amount which is invested at the rate of R% for a period of n years, then the value of investment V at the end of n years is interest is equal to P into R into n upon 100. Amount is equal to principal plus interest. Then what is the difference between compound interest and simple interest? In compound interest, interest charge is added to the principal amount at regular intervals such as annually, quarterly and monthly. Interest is compounded every time when the interest gets added to the principal amount. Principal amount keeps on changing after each compounding. Principal amount becomes equal to the sum of previous principal amount and the interest that gets added after each compounding. So the formula to calculate principal amount is equal to A is equal to P into 1 plus R upon 100 raised to n. So this is all about algebra. Stay tuned for more updates. In the upcoming lecture we are going to discuss about geometry, which is a very important topic. And thank you for watching the video.